After shooting 7 flagship bows over the past several months, it's time for ArcheryTalk's 2018 Hunting Bow Project Shootout Edition. Our contenders this year are the PSE Evolve 28, the Prime Logic, the Bowtech Realm X, the APA Mamba 34TF, the Mathews Triax, the Obsession Fixation 6 XP, and the Hoyt Carbon RX1. While we've got a good collection of hunting bows here, we obviously don't have representatives from every brand in the industry. But I am a one-man operation and my hands were pretty full this year. 7 is my limit, plus I like to spend a little bit of time with my kids now and again. It should also be noted that the opinions I talk about here are mine alone. If you've got other thoughts on these bows, please let me know in the comments section. I can't wait to hear from you, especially my favorite YouTube troll, 10 Acres. We'll hear from you soon. Now it's time to break the bows down by category, and first up is draw cycle, and I'm going to give first place points here to the Mathews Triax. The Triax has a slightly stiffer draw cycle than some bows on this list, but it's very smooth right into a back wall with just a little bit of give to it. It's also the quietest and most vibration-free bow I've ever shot. Truly impressive. The Prime Logic is going to finish second for me. It has a very smooth and easy draw cycle which rolls right into a very solid back wall. The Obsession, Hoyt, and PSE are all worthy of mention here as well. The PSE has the most generous valley I've ever experienced. The Obsession is remarkably easy to pull for a speed bow, and the Hoyt has a super smooth draw with just the smallest dip into what is a very generous valley. Grip for me is just about as important as draw cycle when choosing a bow I'm going to shoot, and I'm going to give first place marks in this category to the Bowtech Realm X. After finishing last in this category a year ago, Bowtech completely redesigned its grip and it is exactly what I was looking for. Nice and flat on the front and moderately narrow. The Prime Logic grip and the new Exact grip on the Hoyt Carbon RX1 are both excellent offerings, but I'd give the slightest edge to the Logic. If it had a flatter front, it may have taken top spot in this category. The APA Mamba is another solid grip and it fits my hand great. I'd rank it just a hair above the PSE Evolve 28. I like the Evolve grip, but I would prefer it to be just a touch narrower. The Obsession grip is fine, but the side plates stick out a little bit too much in my hand for my liking. The grip on the Mathews Triax is not a favorite of mine as I find it a little bit too wide, especially up at the throat. Stability is a tough category for me to judge as I feel like I shot all 7 of these bows pretty similarly and consistently this year. But once I get to full draw, the bow I feel most confident and stable with in my hand is the Hoyt Carbon RX1. If I had just one shot I absolutely had to make, this is the bow I'd want in my hand, but it's a ridiculously close category. The Bowtech Realm X earns second place points from me. It has a short valley in performance mode, so you have to stay aggressive at full draw, but that has led me to being stronger at the shot, leading to fewer mistakes. Beyond this, it's really tough to call. I'm really impressed with how stable the 28-inch Mathews Triax and PSE Evolve 28 are. The Prime Logic and Obsession Fixation have held their own with any bow here, and the APA is also impressed, but this bow is most in need of a stabilizer, at least for me. As for tunability, I didn't really have a lot of trouble tuning many of the bows this year, but the Bowtech Realm X really stands apart for me. I was slapping bare shafts with fletched arrows in just a few minutes of taking this bow out of the box, and with having top and bottom yokes, you can really fine-tune this bow quite easily. Any of the Mathews Triax, Prime Logic, Obsession Fixation, and PSE Evolve 28 are worthy of high points in this category as well. The Hoyt took a bit more time to get sorted out, and I'm finding it likes a little bit of cam lean with fixed blade broadheads on my arrow. And the APA gave me some headaches early. It came out of the box shooting great, but as the string got worked in, the timing got a little bit wonky. It took some effort, but it did ultimately tune up properly. There's no category easier to figure out than speed, as I let the chronograph do all the work. I set up all of these bows with 70 pounds of draw weight, and I tried to use the 29.5-inch draw length setting, although the PSE and the Mathews came in about a half an inch long. I shot each of these bows with a 350 grain gold tip platinum pierce arrow. With that in mind, the Bowtech Realm X was the clear winner with an average speed of 338 feet per second, despite just having the 3rd fastest IBO rating. The Obsession Fixation finished second at 334 feet per second, followed by the Mathews Triax at 332, the APA Mamba 34 at 329, the PSE Evolve 28 at 327, the Hoyt Carbon RX1 at 325, and the Prime Logic at 315. Since we're dealing with flagship bows here, fit and finish should be excellent across the board, and for the most part it really was. I'm going to give top marks here to the Prime Logic. The ghost green riser and the Optifade subalpine limbs just look fantastic to me. It's easily my favorite looking bow of the year. The Hoyt Carbon RX1 gets second place marks thanks to the usual Hoyt fit and finish, and also a great looking riser. You could put the Obsession, PSE, and Bowtech in any order you like. All showed no visible flaws. The APA has a great looking finish on the riser, but the string stretching gave me some problems. Finally, the Mathews Triax struggled some here because of some junk in the cutouts during the machining process. Of all the Mathews bows I've had, this was the first one that wasn't perfectly flawless. The Triax string is also stretched a little, causing some peep rotation. As these are all flagship level bows, prices are pretty high all the way around, but some bows offer some good hidden value, and I'm going to give top marks here to the APA Mamba 34 TF. At $988, this is among the cheapest bows here, but the value comes in some extras not seen on any other bows. A bow hanger is built right into the riser, perfect for hanging onto a branch. It also has a carrying handle, broadhead sharpener, and broadhead wrench, also built right into the riser. But the best feature for me is the cam lock system. Using this little cam lock pin, you can work on your bow or even change out the string and cables without the need of a bow press. It works remarkably well and could save your hunt if you happen to damage your string while you're out of town. Just bring an extra set of strings and cables with you and you could repair pretty much anything in the field. At $1,100, the Prime Logic is among the most expensive bows, but it gets second place points for offering free replacement strings every 2 years for as long as you own your bow. Prime bows also come with both limb and cable stop options, so you can pick which one you like and change at any time. The Bowtech is also $1,100, but gets points for offering 2 different profiles with its flip disc technology. I'm shooting the Realm X in performance mode, but if you want an easier draw with more generous valley, just flip the discs to comfort mode and you're ready to go. The Obsession Fixation 6 XP at $1,000 gets value not from anything specific on the bow, but the ability to create a truly unique bow before you buy, thanks to 14 different riser colors, 6 different string colors, and 3 cam colors to choose from. The Hoyt finishes at the bottom here just due to the price difference. At $1,549, it's $450 more than any bow we've tested. However, if you're willing to forgo the carbon riser, the Hoyt Hyperforce has the same specs as the RX-1, but retails for $1,100. Now it's time for the final verdict. And as these are all flagship level bows and they all do truly shoot really well, this is incredibly tough to pick. But if I'm going to spend my own money on a hunting bow this year, I'm going to go with the Bowtech Realm X. Bowtech finally has an awesome grip and the bow shoots great and it's sneaky fast. The Mathews Triax finishes second for me and might have earned the top spot were it not for the small finish issues on the riser. This bow is just plain easy to shoot and is a new level of quiet after the shot. After this, you really can't go wrong with any of the remaining bows. The Hoyt Carbon RX-1 was the bow I probably felt most confident with in my hand, but its price really hurts it here. And both the Prime Logic and Obsession Fixation are really fun bows to shoot. The PSE Evolve 28 is super stable for a nice short bow and surprisingly fast with a 7-inch brace height. And finally, the APA Mamba 34 has features you won't find on any other bow that really add some good value. The bottom line is all 7 of these bows are fantastic and I wouldn't struggle to take any of them into the woods with me this year. And you'd be wise to get to your dealer and try out as many as you can for yourself.